Hello, I'm Casey Skirvins, Assistant Manager at Sauvie Island Wildlife Area. This week I'm going to take a few minutes to talk about our farm program and a little about what it takes to get the wildlife area ready for the hunting seasons. Our main focus, of course, is the waterfowl season, but there are other hunting opportunities on the wildlife area. We have an archery deer season, the dove and quail seasons, a 2-day youth pheasant hunt, the statewide youth waterfowl hunt, and a 2-week-long fee pheasant hunt. But like I mentioned, our main focus is waterfowl season. It is our bread and butter, and pretty much what our whole year revolves around. This duck season is quickly winding down, but we are already planning and preparing for next season. This involves developing a farm plan, mapping out which crops will go where, and how many acres of each crop we want to plant. Also, all of our tractors, implements, and seed drills get inspected and repaired as needed to make sure they are ready to go for the upcoming farm season. Agricultural crops are a major component of the habitat program at Sauvie Island Wildlife Area, both from the standpoint of providing a wintering waterfowl food source, but also to improve waterfowl hunting quality through discrete spacing of hunters. And you see that in the roam units, where we plant small blocks of corn spaced out along the lakes. Hunters use the corn for cover, and by creating these smaller blocks, we effectively space the hunters out. We intensively farm upwards of 600 acres each year. If the weather allows, we typically start working ground in mid-April and are finished planting by the first week of July. There are 3 main crops that we plant, which are corn, millet, and buckwheat. We do not have the ability to irrigate, so it is all dryland farming, and we must hope that Mother Nature will cooperate to give us a shot of rain sometime during the growing season, which doesn't always happen. So we must be careful about how and when we work the soil so that we conserve as much moisture as possible. Another key component for duck season, of course, is water. If you don't have water, then you won't have ducks. There are 8 pumps, over 50 water control structures, and miles of levees and ditches that need to be maintained and repaired every year in order to firstly get the water into the lakes, and secondly, have it stay once it gets there. There are also 2,000 acres of pasture that we mow to condition for wintering geese, 24 miles of fence, numerous roads and trails, and 29 parking lots that all need to be maintained. This is just a sample of what we actually do every year. That's the nice thing about working out here, is that sometimes you never know what you might be doing. It's a big task each year, and we all enjoy doing all this work so that all of you will hopefully have great memories of hunting at Sauvie Island Wildlife Area. The Columbia River forecast has the river holding around the 7-foot mark and bumping up to around 9 feet by the weekend. So we will continue to have good water in all of our river-affected units. This last week, Johnson had less than stellar results, but hunters in Erin and McNary continue to do well. Racetrack, Mudhen, and Dead Willow also experienced improved success. On Sunday, we had real ducky weather with a nice wind blowing for much of the day. The west side had good success, and almost every unit posted good numbers. The east side units only managed 1.6 birds per hunter over the weekend. While there was constant shooting all morning, there was obviously not a lot of connecting going on. The ducks seem to be moving around a lot and utilizing different parts of the wildlife area. And often it's the hunters that just happen to be in the right spot at the right time that are doing the best. The season total is now just over 18,000 birds for an overall average of 2.1 birds per hunter. And lastly, a quick reminder for everyone, our last hunt day for the east side, west side, Reeder Tract, and Oak Island units is Saturday the 27th. The last day for the Zone 1 season is Sunday the 28th, and only the north unit will be open for that last day. That is all that I have for this week. Until next time, happy hunting.